Well, it's been a minute. I had sort of a cascade of issues and things that went wrong. This new oil cooler for Moss Motors, it failed in under 30 minutes. No joke. It split somewhere internally, garbage. So I had to put in the one from Greenbean, from the GT. But I've had some successes. Obviously, I got the hoses in, which is cool, with their grommets, which is nice. New braided line, all that kind of stuff. I'm closing in. I need to pull this box to put all the new gaskets and seals in it, but that's not critical because here is our current list. Hazards horn, plate lights, e-brake seats in because they've got to be bolted down. I'm sure there's stuff I'm going to add to that, but unfortunately, or fortunately, or whatever, this dash is going to stay. The reason being is that the steel dash, for some reason I assumed that they would just bolt one to the other. You just change the outside shape. No, it's not only completely different, it requires welding. So I'm not going to do that. I actually like this dash layout right here, the instrument layout I actually like. So I will figure out what to do with this here. I'll do something. But I got my new over here on my handy dandy dolly that's all the new floor insulation material. So it's the reflective material and the sound deadening material that goes under the seats. Oh, I made one discovery. I kept trying to figure out how to get the oil pressure sender here, basically what wire it went to. And the problem that I was having, there's a brown wire with a white stripe and a white stripe and a white wire with a brown stripe. And I got this one, which for the oil on the alternator, it worked. It ran everything backwards through the gauge and it worked. But the other one, I just didn't have it going to anything. So there that is now. I put that there, took that, bridged that in, and now I'm running. I'm not going to start the car up, but I'm getting cold. I'm getting 60 pounds of pressure. I haven't run it long enough to get it going, but I do have this now. Yeah, that wasn't doing that before, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna crank it up. So I'm gonna go through here, and I'm rebuilding these instruments one by one. So here's this is Greenbean's original dash. So, you know, what the heck? Yeah, everything works, mostly, except for the stuff that doesn't. All right. So the next functional thing, so I've got electrics, I've got some sound deadening and stuff to go in. I've got a lot of electrics. But here, there's the new emergency brake. Looks all nice. I can't show you, but the batteries are in there now, obviously. The car has power. I had a minor gas pump leak from using old gaskets, and that I seem to have fixed. The car's, every time I start it up, it starts more easily. Every single time it's better. I'm 99% sure I've got a vacuum leak because I get a rough idle. It wants to idle around 1100 and it's rough. Tomorrow, before I make the Friday video, I'll let this thing get good and warm and we'll see what we can see. Well, we got stuff to do. There are doings a transpiring. Well, it is, well, I don't know what day it was the last time I made a video. Oh, you know, let's do it this way. Hazards are done. Horns are done. Emergency brake is in. Like these work beautifully. And so the horns, both horns, original horns were bad. Hazards, the power going to the hazards, that line is dead. For some reason, that brown line is giving me no power. I don't know why. but I have two live green wires that gave me power. They were for interior lights that this car didn't come with. So I was able to hook those up. And so the, I mean, I still want to make it right, but I don't know why that brown wire is not working, but the hazards do in fact work. Again, they're a little slow. Come on, wake up. Okay, so I got my hazards are in there. I don't know why they're slow to start up. I've cleaned every frickin' connection on this thing. So that's a mystery to me. I started with the seats we had to deal with. So I've got the carpets out. Carpets are out. And I've started putting in, this is the sound deadening material. I just put that in. I've got this stuff next. Heat insulation mat. So it's these like rubber, like tar sheet things, and they go in. I've read some things. I wonder, I mean, I'm going to have this reflective metal layer. It's going to be all the way on the inside. Doesn't that mean all the heat can get up through all this material and then hits that stuff? You know, whatever. It'll be better than what was there, which is nothing. Biggest problem I'm having now is this tail light. This brake light will not function. It had functioned in the past, and it's not connected. It's not doing its thing, and I'm not exactly sure why. But I'm definitely making progress. Boy, doing the e-brake, doing that e-brake was special, because some of the fittings underneath the clips and stuff were completely rusted in place from driving in New England, and I was under there with a Dremel cutting stuff off, but I got it out. I got it done. So we got our problems. So let's add here 6 driver's brake light. Because we're definitely going to need to get that. And then I got to put in, because seats in, this is a subheading for seats, but we'll say insulation. There's more that I have to do, but I'm certainly getting there. Well, I'm hoping you can hear this. There's the oil pressure. It's only been running for a few minutes, so the temperature's only just now coming up. I got to adjust those valves, which is why I'm warming up the engine. At least that's my official excuse. I really just want to hear it run. Carbs have really got to be adjusted. It runs rough, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I have some kind of a vacuum leak, but I got to get those valves adjusted. Okay, you remember one of our action items, right? Let's turn the lights to the middle. Look, ladies and gentlemen, my license plate lights work. Bad ground. So I had to make a ground. I made a couple of these things. This is pretty crude, but it does in fact work. It demonstrates that it works. I should have made this one longer, but it does work. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just end up leaving it. I think that sounds okay to me. What do you guys think? Unfortunately, I'm solo, so I can't show you this. The bad grounds here were here as well. This car, this poor car, just not doing well. These bumpers are supposed to ground all the way through to the frame, and I think there's enough surface rust or dust or something that it's simply not connecting properly. So there we go. Same thing was true as this, except it was the fitting. It was the housing itself. There's the bolts, these are cast white metal that have steel bolts in them. And they're swaged in place, and so you can get corrosion because they're in between the two different kinds of metals. They look like they're together, but they're actually not. But so we've got brake lights. We get to do the great thing. We have plate lights, And driver's brake lights. Progress.
So check this out. I was able to balance my cars. I can't believe it. I actually did that. I can't believe it. I've been fighting this forever. So the thing that was fighting me, the fast idle screw was way too in and it was making it roll. So I can't believe it. So now it's firing more evenly and it's cruising a little fast. I might turn it down some, but that's certainly better. How's that sound? Idling a little low? I don't know what these are supposed to sound like. I mean, my dad owned them, but I mean, I don't remember. Is it supposed to be that rough? I still feel like something's not right. Obviously, I don't think I'm done adjusting, but that's I should be properly blown away.